We all remember Drogba from YOLO. I mean, this guy has been battling with a disease, and then now he has announced GoFundMe. GoFundMe, the target is $280K for medical treatment in abroad. And I said, with the 280K, no, I say Ghana cedis. You want to get headache? If I think about my head will headache me. Yeah, try it for us, and then
280,000, right?
Yeah, dollars. Let me start with Chris. Chris,
you see, I think early this year he came out to also complain.
4.3
million Ghana cedis.
Yes, it's a 40 billion. It's a 43 billion. I mean, can you?
This is serious.
Yes, and so
wow.
You see, when it gets to this point, it is not about how much he made when he was in his prime, or Charlie,
not at all.
And he's been down for a while.
Yeah.
So no matter the amount of money you have, Charlie, you would exhaust it. It's sad. I mean, it is not a pleasant situation. Yes, and now he's not even working. He's not going and he's not coming. He's just, I mean, he's on support and all of that. He even finds it difficult breathing when he's sleeping.
Yeah.
So it's not a pleasant situation at all. I wish he's able to, get the funding that he needs. Because I mean, there is nothing that can replace life. Life is so precious. You understand? So that's why some of us, we always give thanks. Anytime we wake up and we are strong and we have life, no matter the situation we find ourselves in, we just have to give thanks. Because I mean, if you get to situations like that, where he finds himself, it's not something that you would even wish for your worst enemy. So I am just praying that and hoping and praying that he's able to get that assistance he's looking for. Yes.
But Sir Chris, that I don't wish this on my worst enemy though. I mean the worst enemy, that's what they deserve.
Are you serious? Sika, you are soft mommy. You are soft mommy.
No. I'm just
you see.
Maybe you just don't want to pay.
No, your enemies.
Yes,
if someone is hating on you, doesn't mean you also hate that person. You know.
I want you to be well so that
that's
you.
Why
of course.
Your worst enemy. Your worst enemy has to get.
No, my worst enemy.
My enemy. Someone.
The worst of the worst.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't wish bad for them.
If you are my enemy, I wish that you just stay strong.
Sure.
And see what
I don't even think about you.
No.
But I wish you wouldn't come close to me either.
Oh,
Yes.
Maybe I want you to come close so that you see the things God has done.
Come close. You can see them from afar. No, lights they shine. No. Come close. That's how that person can hurt you.
Come close, my catch you. So I want to help you roof your house. Come close.
Okay, Willie. Looking at this promising young man being hit down by such a disease, I mean, how do you feel?
Life is a sad one, and it's something you can't predict for anybody. Even we that we are sitting here, we never know what can happen the next morning we wake up. So when we stand, all we do is we pray to God and we thank God for the strength of we being able to go and come. When it comes to situations of health, I find it very difficult to give comments because you don't know what led to whatever he's going through. And even what I've read about that particular disease is not a disease that has a cure. So this targeted amount
it's a neurological.
Yes. It's
elimination was it?
I don't know how to mention it.
Yeah,
I'm not going to
elimination.
It has to do with the nerves, and I think it's something that doesn't even have a cure. And it's not something that they can work on in this country. It has to be flown out of the country to another country to go and do all of those things. I just pray we get a very good Samaritan who would want to support. Because if we say we are looking at the GoFundMe and the target amount, a bet check. So if we had some of the rich men in this country,
like the politicians,
not politicians, but rich people who can
But
come together
the politicians
and say,
are rich.
oh, they are rich, but for them, they will tell you are doing campaign. Look at you can probably the East Legon
executive club.
They can try and clubs like that can try and take it upon themselves to see the young guy get his life back on track, because this thing it to me too bia it to me too bia, and it's something that, like Pastor Chris said, I would never wish for my enemy. It's one thing that if you look at the guy, he's like a vegetable now. If he's lying down, he's like because he's not able to communicate, and they said it's affected his sight.
Yeah.
So he can't even see well, and it's a sad one. Whenever you think about it and you mirror it, that if it was reversed, if it was me, how would I see things? How would life be for me? How would I navigate through this life? So I just pray some of the big people in this country would try, even if half of the amount, they would want to come together and donate half of the amount, then the GoFundMe to also support. Maybe we might see progress in our brother's life.
Maybe we might see progress. Sika, this was someone that I would say he was one of the best cast in YOLO.
Yeah.
I think way back.
Yeah.
And now this is happening.
It's very, very unfortunate that this is happening to him. I don't know if he had already started acting in movies before YOLO, but we all got to know him through YOLO.
Yeah.
And I think even after, since he got the fame in YOLO, he came in the spotlight. He was starred in a couple of the Gollywood movies as well, and some other series also. So I was so happy for him at that time, because he's a very promising young man that we saw that. But to me now, you see, because that
he has a bright future.
Yeah, that's
in
quite, I don't know. I mean, look at Fela now. Aaron is doing his own style. Why are you giving me the side eye?
Okay, Aaron,
Aaron is really doing his own stuff.
Aaron is really doing his own stuff. Baby daddy back.
He's really doing what? So yesterday I watched a movie, a very old movie, and then he was in.
He was
a very young boy. I was like, okay, he was that lover boy, you know.
Yes. He's always
He's always been,
exactly.
yeah, of course.
But I think that his girl is nowhere to Emily.
Yes.
She's not even in the movie scene.
Yeah, I think it's been a while I've seen her.
I don't think
I've seen her in
really took
commercials though, but
I don't think she really took acting
serious. As I know, because I wish I was that baby sano.
And for her, I didn't really like her acting. I think that was the only role she could play in YOLO.
Okay,
that's the only.
And I think John is currently a lecturer in the UK too.
Okay,
he's in the UK as a lecturer, professor also. So.
Wow.
So some of them are actually very, very, very well to do now, but it's quite unfortunate that
this is happening
with John,
to him.
He's going through this now with the GoFundMe day. I think for now, with this one, the only thing we can do is just plead to everybody. You know, we all have to come together and then help solicit for funds for him, because right now, no, Sikane there. So even if he had been in the industry for 30-50 years, he would still come out to beg for alms. So this one is just as Chris said, it doesn't even matter the number of how long he's been in the industry, how long he's been acting. So with this, we would all have to help in soliciting for funds for him to go and then also get treated. And we hope that Yamaso Bokoye Yaman. I mean,
we hope.
We are all praying for him as well.
We are all praying for him. So this is the kind of money I've been praying to God to let me find on the ground anytime I go out every day, like $40 billion and all that. But so unfortunately,
you want to step out and
find the money on the ground.
On the ground,
yes,
just like that.
Yes.
Without
$$dollars.
Turning into a yam.
No.
A tuber of yam
No.
or a kuko.
No.
Okay.